Hello, hello. Thanks to Rashi, we were able to salvage the first part of the discussion, and I can just add her now. Please join Rashi, and wait, I'll just send this to her, and then we can just kind of sum up the conversation, and speak a little bit about parent gaze, and then take it forward and wrap this up because it's been a night, guys. It's been a night. Yeah. Hello, one person who's joined back again for the 5th time. Thank you. Hopefully she joins us soon. I don't know why I say that. Like, I've just texted her saying that I'm going to go live again, and she said yes, so she is going to join, and she's going to join as soon as she can. Obviously, she's here. Okay, adding. Ah, thank you so much. Oh my God, that entire conversation is there. That wonderful conversation that we had, which I thought we lost.
Yeah. Instagram is both evil but also really smart, so they save everything. Now,
Yeah,
whether it's a good thing or bad thing, that's on you.
right.
Yeah.
One of those times where like stealing our data and like keeping a record of
Yay!
everything
Yeah. Also, I
actually
have someone who is a great example of not seeking validation from outside.
Oh my God. My wait, Leo has to meet Patchy now. Like I need to show off my cat
This is
too.
officially now no longer about the topic. It's just going to be about
He
cats.
does not want she does not want to come, but like you turn this baby. She's like desperate. Oh my God, like yeah, okay, go.
Yeah, Leo, fuck this. I'm out of here.
She just did not want to come. Like otherwise, like she loves chilling on my devices, but like the one time I
Yeah,
need her
the
to
one time you need
show
them.
show
Yeah.
the world that she loves me, no, she's not gonna do it. Yeah.
I think that is a great example of how we should all be. Like, yeah, I know that I'm beautiful and I know that I'm amazing. I don't need your validation or these random people you keep talking to on the internet ka validation.
Just give me food.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So, babe, so where the last live ended was where you were talking to us about parent gaze, and you were talking to us
The
about
second point.
the second point, how we should call ourselves out when like becoming more aware of parent gaze, and also like calling ourselves out when we are kind of falling prey to it.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I'd love to know what else you think about like comparison, and I would love to know if you have any other tools for us.
Home truths. ये सब घर पे बने हुए हैं. So I have this other theory, which is, like I said, it's called the desert island theory, which is if you were stranded, and I'm a huge fan of Lost, and one of the
Right.
things that I used to find really fucking annoying about Lost is that, do you remember the character Kate, the main character? She
I did
always
not
looked
watch Lost.
flawless.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
fine.
remember, of course, I'm cool. I watched Lost.
No, no, but the point is that, anyway, the main character, they were stuck on an island, and this woman always looked goddamn beautiful. She
Mm.
seemed to never have body hair. Her hair was always perfect, and
Mm.
she had makeup on, and I was like, what is this rubbish? What is this bloody bullshit? And the truth is that a good way to kind of check your dependence on things for self-esteem and your own sense of beauty is if I was on a desert island and I did not have access to this, would I still feel as good as I do about myself?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
When no one else can see me, and that's like the
Mm.
key part, right? Because
Mm.
very often we think we do all these things for others, but as most people on Instagram who wear masks and makeup have realized, is that no, they wear it for themselves.
Mm.
And that's perfectly valid. But the truth is that if it wasn't there, would the honesty be okay with you? Would you be
Mm.
okay with accepting? I'm not saying you have to love yourself and think you're beautiful there, but if you're able to
Mm.
just understand and accept that, okay, this is what it is, and this is, and again, I know how privileged this sounds. I know how like complex this can be argued against, and I'm perfectly open to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, this is
Absolutely.
a
Yeah.
conversation between two very privileged women, so you have to take that.
Right, right. Cis, head passing, able-bodied,
Yeah,
college educated, from a
Savarna.
certain caste and class location, Savarna.
Yeah,
So all of
all
those,
of that.
absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
and the point is that if you're not terrified of being on that desert island, then you're probably already halfway there to self-acceptance.
Hmm.
And the reason I say this is because, you know, things like pedicures, manicures, uh, hair removal, um, makeup, these are fancy clothes, you know, these are all things that we love and are an important part of our social lives. But they, as the lockdown has also, I guess the lockdown has kind of been like a desert
Hmm.
island
Hmm.
in
Hmm.
that way, where we've
Hmm.
also realized that a lot of these things aren't necessary. Um, but they're kind of fun to do, you know, once in a while to treat yourself and all of that. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you can manage without them and still
Hmm.
not hate yourself, you're probably
Hmm.
way like ahead of the curve in terms of self-acceptance. And I know this is very controversial, but this is the reason why I say this is because I actually um, started being a sustainable menstruator 3 years
Hmm.
ago, and I
Hmm.
realized that until I actually came like saw the blood in the cup and realized, oh, this is it, and it's
Hmm.
kind of
Hmm.
odorless and it's kind
Hmm.
of not gross looking and almost beautiful in its in a way in its natural normal form.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
um, the reason the way that I had been viewing it because of like something that was non-sustainable and disposable and wanted to kind of keep me shielded from the reality of my
Right,
menstruation,
right,
yeah, that
right.
actually made me feel like it was something dirty and impure and stinky and that I needed to stay away from.
Hmm. Hmm.
And this actually extends to a lot of your acceptance of your body. Like when you queef during sex, it's normal, not the end of the world, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. Um, there's so many other things, but yeah, I mean, this is just like a general idea, right? That if you're less afraid of what is real, you're going to be more accepting of what you are dealing with because
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's how I guess I see it.
No, absolutely. And this really resonates with me. And like, again, you and I obviously are not trying to, we're not people who believe in this binary understanding of, again, what is beautiful. This is very much our understanding, given where we are in life right now. Maybe the nature of work that we do also influences like our opinion when it comes to this, right? But you're absolutely right, Rashi, and this really resonates with me because when I stopped hiding, and Rahat and I, who's our friend, who's our mutual friend, we've had conversations about this as well. When I stopped hiding parts of myself, or when I whether it was my personality or whether it was like parts of my body, because I was afraid that if somebody looked at it, really looked at it, and by someone more often than not, I mean myself. Um, I was just really afraid that I would constantly be found out, and people would know that I'm not who I say I am or who I pretend to be. But this brings us back to the first thing that you said, like the more authentic you are in whatever space, right? Like obviously it is a very privileged thing to be able to be authentic. There are spaces where authenticity, I mean, for me, instance, as a queer person, can get me killed. So sure, I may not be authentic in that sense in that space, but you're absolutely right in saying that when I stopped hiding from myself, I think I got a bit more comfortable with my beauty, right? As more beautiful, um, yeah, as a result of that. Which is funny. You'd think that the more you kind of project an image of yourself, and the more people you fool, the more beautiful you are. But it's actually, it's counterintuitive, but it really works.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think I agree with you. I think that
Yeah.
while this is a very privileged conversation, it's not to say that maybe there are more people that are having these thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. And something that we said yesterday when we were discussing how we would navigate this conversation was also that, I mean, this is one truth. Like what we spoke about today is one way to look at things, and it's a valid way to look at things, and it's proved to be empowering for us. And like you said, it could be empowering for somebody else. So take whatever you found useful, and please feel free to reject the rest and go on your own journey to understand what beauty means to you and how you could feel more beautiful in your own skin. So my final question
Not
to
here
you.
to like, sorry. No, I just want
Yeah,
to add that like we're not
yeah,
here to give you like a sermon which has like a right answer, because
right,
you know
right,
what,
right.
just like there's no right answer as to what is beauty, there is no right answer as to how you can be made to feel more beautiful.
Hmm,
Because
hmm.
yeah, it's there's
There
no
isn't,
one
there
size
isn't.
fits all, both literally
Yeah,
and metaphorically.
yeah, yeah. Rashi is very funny. You need to know this about her. So my final question to you is, what is your message to the youths of this country?
So to the youths, oh God, I just gave my message to the youths.
I didn't know you have to give like one line wala message, okay? So that like if somebody
Okay.
just skips to the end, like I do with
Hmm.
books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to answer Aprupa's question, is she objectively hot? Which was the real reason of this.
Which was the real reason behind this time.
She picked the person who will validate her the most.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look, my message to people who listen to this is, देखो boss, I am to not an expert. Okay, Aprupa is also not an expert. However, we have, or at least I have met and spoken to so many women, so many people, um, and I find that the insecurities are the same, whether they are half my size, double my size, mm, everything. Okay, everyone is asking the same question, which is why I want people at the end of this life to reflect on the fact that it's not about how you look, so you might as well just be okay with how you look anyway. Because, like, I was closing my book for dramatic effect, and then no one could see it. Because not liking yourself is like clenching your jaw and being angry at the whole world and being inauthentic to yourself and not letting yourself enjoy things 100%. If you want to
I
be
don't know
happy,
why when you said clench, I just like thought of like somebody clenching their butthole. But I guess that applies too. You would be full of shit if you don't let it out. Sorry,
yeah,
go on.
yeah. No, seriously, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, if you want to wear a crop top and don't keep your stomach sucked in the whole damn evening. Okay, just no one is going to. And yeah, there will be some people who will say it. Fuck them. Screw them. It's really, who are you even wearing that thing for? I mean,
Yeah.
I know these are very. I think the fact that these are very, like, the advice I'm giving right now is super generic, is because it's true. Is because it's what everyone needs to actually start putting into practice. Because it's hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It's freaking hard. It's really not easy to reject other people's lack of validation, but that's actually probably the first step to earning your own respect. So
Ooh, so the youths of this nation. Yeah, no, I love it, Rashi. Thank you so much for showing up so authentically to this conversation as well, and saying that you don't know certain things and you do know certain things with a lot of confidence and with a lot of conviction, and you believe in those things, and for being so honest about your idea of beauty, and how one can go on this journey to like self acceptance and love. So thank you so much for your like bottomless patience throughout the technical glitches, and for like helping me salvage the first part of this live. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad, and I had a lot of fun. And
Yeah,
I
me
I remember
too.
I did not know that I could speak so much. Like I was constantly checking myself, like, hey, you know what? Stop talking because you have to ask the next question. And then I realized, no, that the opposite. No,
Yeah.
this was fun. And actually, the last thing I have to say is that throughout the day, I was nervous about this. And I was like, bro, what the fuck am I going to say about body acceptance? I know jack shit about body acceptance. I'm the last person, okay, to be telling anyone else about body acceptance and beauty. Um, and then I realized that okay, because if you can really show up and listen to this and think that I am saying something of value, then maybe you'll start listening to yourself and be nice to yourself.
Okay, we need to blow Sonal a kiss because like they've requested us. So
Yes.
love you so much, and love the wonderful work that Sonal does as well. Please go follow their page.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rashi is a rock star. Absolutely, Sonal. I have to agree with you. And I have had the honor and the privilege of like being your first. So,
My first?
I'm
Oh my
very
god,
special.
live! Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, now Sonal is like, अच्छा ये सब तो ठीक है अभी बिल्ली को दिखाओ.
So what's the kitten?
Should I get it? Or are
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just
please,
signing
like
off?
Leo has to say bye and then we can sign out. Bye.
Fuck off. Just like, go away. I hate all you humans.
Right?
Whoa, okay then. Not on the laptop. Okay, bye, Apupa. This was fantastic. So much fun.
Bye. It really was. It really was. Bye.
Bye.